Show going good?
Oh, always.
Always. Good ETAR.
Better than average.
Yeah. All right, buddy. All right, a little bit of the vendor walkthrough there. Yeah, it's spread out here, guys. It's a, like I say, I'm never going to win on these deals. I mean, they're going too fast or too slow, but it's early. This is Friday. Try to get around and get some of these vendors walk through before it gets too crazy busy. I'm going to drop back and do some interviews later. As of right now, I just got the vendors. I'm hoping to make it through to the campground. Yeah. Whole trailer load of traditional archers. So hoping to make it through to the campground because there's a lot of used stuff down there for sale. About every tent's got something out front. But yeah, that's what's going on. Hey guys, I am in the Bonafide archery targets booth with James. How you doing, buddy?
Hey man, I'm doing good.
One thing I gotta say is I'm actually parked out next to James. The trailer is empty.
The trailer
That's a good ETAR.
Empty, yep.
The trailer is absolutely empty. I've seen a lot of these go past me, man.
Yeah.
So you're doing really good. Good show, good show. So let me ask you something. How long have you been doing these targets? How long have you been in the game?
We've been doing these now for 4 years.
4 years.
Yep. We started them about 5 years ago. Took a year off to develop the product and then came back and been doing it about 4 years.
Yeah, and they're taking hold.
They are. Yeah, that's the nice thing about our targets. They are weatherproof, waterproof. You can leave these out all year. They won't deteriorate. They won't absorb water. It's just good.
They don't absorb water. You know, here's the thing. You can leave it outside after a virtual downpour. Go pick it up and move it. It's still as light as it was before. Right. Don't take on any water. And that don't matter if it's shot up or not, because mine's plenty shot up, but I've been shooting it steady for 3 years and it's still got plenty of life left. And I told you earlier, I arrow tune on the backside of it. That's the good side.
Yeah.
But the front side's totally shot up and I'm not shot through it yet. 3 years. 3 years in run. I shoot quite a bit.
Yep. We hear that often here at the shows. You know, we don't have a huge online presence yet. Everything we've done is word of mouth. You know, when we get to these shows, guys are bringing their friends, their family, and they're all coming to buy targets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And then here's the thing. They're saving on, if you were to have a huge online presence, shipping. I mean, you got some big products.
We do, yeah.
So I mean, you know, and it's the cost is getting real competitive to keep up. Everything's going up as far as I know in your world, as far as glue, everything else that you use.
Oh, yeah.
So shipping it would make them more expensive.
It does, yeah. We try to flat rate our shipping. We eat some of it to try to help guys, you know,
really?
with the shipping costs. Yep. So
yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher to ship, man.
It is.
It really is. That stuff, everything's going up. But I'm getting off base with you a little bit. So let me ask you something. Is it safe to say, what's your biggest sell? I mean, what's your biggest sell?
You know, we talk about that all the time. Of course, our smaller targets, our 2x2s and our 24x30s, you know, they're a little bit more budget friendly, I'll call it.
Yeah.
It's kind of more of what everybody's used to shooting. But,
right.
But our 3x3s and our 30x36 are probably our most
30x36.
Yeah. You can fit it in your back seat because it's 30 inches. You know, you can slide it in there and it fits. Or like a 3x3 might be just a little too tall, you know.
Let me ask you this too. I always had this question. Okay. So when I set my target out and we have shoots at the house, we have the Whiskey City traditional archers come. Every once in a while, the foam legs take a hit. Is it the exact same thing? Because it holds up too.
Yeah. The same foam.
Yep. It's the same exact as the target.
It is. What the idea was, we didn't want anything in our targets that would hurt an arrow. And the only thing that's in there that might hurt an arrow if a guy misses his shot is at the very top. We have a couple little short screws to hold those handles in.
Right, and that's it.
That's it.
And
other than that, you can hit the target anywhere.
Right.
Yep.
And you got different faces for all these targets. I wish I was holding some, but anyway.
I got some right behind you, actually.
Yeah, good deal. How about that? Bam, out of nowhere.
Bam.
So these are, what is that, about an inch and a quarter?
No, they're about 3/8 to a 1/2 inch.
Okay.
Yeah, some of these are a little bit thicker, but typically they fall right around a 1/2 inch thick. Yep.
So if somebody was to want to replace their face, they could replace a face, giving more life to the target.
Yeah. So the idea was just that. One, you can change out faces as your target gets worn out. But two, you get to change out different game animals and then just different games to play with your buddies, your family.
Check that out.
And kids.
Kids will love
the dinosaurs. Yep.
You know what I love? The darts. The darts. Look at this, guys. I don't normally do this, but look at that. Right there. You seriously want to pick a spot, get a buddy out there and start shooting some darts.
Yep.
Same principle. I mean, you got darts. It's a regular dartboard. And what I like on the smaller one, you actually got where you can take score on the top of it.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Some of I don't know if I got one right here, but well, there's a small one there.
Yeah.
Allows you to keep score right on top of the target.
Yeah. Love that thing. Love that thing. Every time I'm recording here at ETAR, Jimmy, there's a dog that just randomly starts barking.
Yep.
There it is. I think that dog follows me around.
He might.
James, with Bonafide Targets, how do they get a hold of it?
Yeah, of course, bonafidetargets.com is where you would go to research and order. Our email's on there. If you have any questions at all, feel free to shout out. We are on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yep. One more question. I'm leading out of this. You seem to be really good to the single string community.
Yes.
Are you a traditional shooter yourself? You are. Because you're on all the big traditional rendezvous. And I know these things will withstand some compounds too.
They will, yeah. So they are good for compounds and crossbows. Probably where we struggle the most is micro diameters with a compound. You know,
oh, yeah.
With a high-speed bow, those tiny little arrows can be a little tough to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll stop them, but occasionally you might get.
That's what they're designed for, to be tough to stop.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
So anyway, Bonafide, James.
Yep.
Appreciate you. Thanks for everything you do, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Take care.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Morning.
We are in the Stick Boys booth. How you doing with Dalton?
How are you?
Dalton, how you been, brother? Tell me what you got going on. You set up. I seen you here last year at ETAR.
Yep.
Yeah. You're well received, obviously. Hey, I'm trying to get the YouTube thing started. Dalton's got it figured out.
No, it's if you try something long enough, you figure something.
Yeah, that's right.
That's me. I'm too dumb to quit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. No, this is our third year up here at ETAR. We've really enjoyed it. It's good to get up here and meet a bunch of folks, talk to a bunch of people. And really, that's what it is. And you know as well as I do, there's absolutely no money in the merch game.
No, absolutely not.
It is. It pays for itself, but it's good advertising. It's good to get out and talk to people. And this is just a good area to meet a bunch of good like-minded folks. And ETAR's a good place to do it. So we like to get here as much as we can. And
absolutely,
like I said, but.
I want to talk to you about the podcast.
Yeah.
Love the podcast.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
You're predominantly a hunter.
Yeah.
I mean, you love it.
That's it. Yeah.
And you already getting itchy for deer season?
Oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah, I'm thinking about it all the time. And this year, I know we got a lot of white oak acorns.
Oh yeah, but good last year.
Yeah. When we have this kind of year for acorns, I usually do pretty well. So
I
say that as less arrogantly as possible, but
I get it.
I have a lot of confidence on years like this, so I'm excited to get in there and get home and scout and see what happens. And
you got any big hunts planned for this year? Or
I'm gonna try. I say I'm gonna tone it back. I've said that, and I put my foot in my mouth. I'm trying to tone it back. I got a 2.5-year-old that's absolutely my world. With 2 peas in a pod. She's my best friend, I don't like being away from her very much. So I told my wife this year I'm gonna tone the travel back. I say that I'm gonna hunt 3 states.
And that's toning it back.
3 states and 3 countries. So that's like I said, I've ended up putting my foot in my mouth. But this fall anyway, I'm gonna hunt. Up in Ohio, Virginia, North Carolina. So
yeah, man.
Excited about that. We're gonna get to go down to Mexico in January and back to New Brunswick next summer.
Golly, dude, that's awesome.
A lot of fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So one thing's for certain, and you do this, and if you go check out the Stick Boys on YouTube. He's killed some nice deer on camera, folks, and people don't understand how tough it is. First off, you're out there with a single string. You add a camera in the mix and all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's tough.
It's tough. I've actually gotten to where I enjoy the camera stuff almost as much as I enjoy.
No, me too.
It's a lot of fun. It adds something to it. It adds weight. A lot of time, we're hunting good ways back in, and it adds weight and aggravation. But it is a lot of fun. It's so much fun to go back and watch the hunts.
Let me ask you this, because this happened to me this past season. Has the camera ever cost you?
Oh, Lord. I'm a bow hunter first.
Yeah.
So
you'll let that camera go?
I'll let the camera go. And a lot of times, GoPro's your best friend.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because you can, I'll put that GoPro up above my head and
hit the record.
And we got some really good angles anyway, because most of the time you're getting a 180 view.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've had my hip cam, which is my big cam, my Canon G50. I've not been able to get on it, haven't been able to move, and the GoPro's caught. So most of the time I get something on film, but sometimes it's not 100% perfect.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, because that's real. That's bow hunting. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of this stuff that you see, that's cinematography.
Sure.
That's great. I love cinematography. I'd love to get into it sometime, but I'm a bow hunter.
Yeah.
One thing that's cool though is over the years that Peter Yulskar, a guy, you should check him out too. He's in Denmark.
Okay.
Great traditional bow hunter. He put it the best, but he said it's all, you know, it's instinctive. Your eyes, the camera's following your eyes, and what I found is off my hip, I can get that camera with my remote. I don't have to look at the screen most of the time. I can get it in there just by looking, and my hip's following me, so I can get it.
No, I like it.
Well, but at the end of the day, if it comes down to it, it's not going to be on film, and
Right.
I'll do the best I can with B-roll and say, sorry,
Yeah,
not sorry.
I get it. Yeah, man. Well, Dalton, I appreciate you, brother. How do people find you? Stick with us. How do they find you?
Yeah, so we're on everything, social media, you know, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Go look us out. You can find the podcast anywhere you find podcasts, as far as Spotify. We really try to hammer in on the woodsmanship stuff. That's our cup of tea. We're the kind of, you know, we try to keep things simple and how you can get deer in front of you without gadgets and things like that.
Yeah, man.
Horn and gadgets, you can do it with just woodsmanship, and that's kind of our
I like that.
that's our goal.
Right.
We try to stick with that, have a good time, and don't take yourself too serious.
I hear you. I like it.
Life's too short not to have fun.
I get it, man. Well, thanks a lot for taking the time, man.
Yeah, see you guys.
Hey guys, I'm in the Rhino booth, and Ryan, how you doing, buddy?
Not too bad.
I'm telling you, dude, you had a lot of people in and out here at ETAR this week for you.
Yeah, tons.
So here's the thing. I want to talk to you about your bows, right? How long have you been doing bows?
I've been building bows for over 25 years.
Yeah. Now you were known, is that safe to say, you were really well known in the self-bow community for a long while?
Correct. I was a moderator for the Primitive Archer website.
Yeah.
And got hooked up with Pappy and all them guys down in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've known everybody in the self-bow community for a lot of years.
Yeah, and you're still building self-bows. Maybe not as many as you'd like to, but you're still building self. Matter of fact, Tennessee Classic, I seen you whittling one out this past year.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you always build a bow when you go to Tennessee
I
Classic?
try to.
And the year before last, got a lot of recognition around it.
Yes.
That was fancy. Very fancy. And you made that all there at the Tennessee Classic.
D-flex recurve.
Yeah, it's a D-flex recurve. So this is one of your Rhino bows, right?
Yep.
Now, do you have different models? Do you call them different things?
Yeah.
Okay.
I start with the hybrid longbows. They're called the Orion.
The Orion.
Yeah, they start in a 52-inch and they go to 54, 56,
Okay.
58, 60. And then I jump up to the Zealous longbow,
Okay.
which I don't have any. I've sold them out, the ones that I brought.
Right.
But they go 62, 64, 66, and 68.
Okay.
I also make some recurves. I make an Apollo recurve.
But you're sold out of them.
Sold out.
You had a couple the other day. They're gone.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's called the Apollo.
Yes.
I like that. I actually shot that down at Tennessee. That's a snappy. We got Calvin Smock behind the camera. Just snappy little bit.
Make that in a
What lengths?
52-inch, a 56-inch, and 60-inch.
Oh, you will make that up to a 60-inch bow. Okay. Now let me ask you this: why not the longer bows for you? Is there a reason, or is this just where you like it? Is this what you shoot yourself? Do you like the shorter bow? Because I know self bows in the back. You made some long dang bows.
I make the Zealous in a 66 and 68.
Did I miss that earlier? Did
Yeah.
you say that?
62, 64, 66,
Okay.
68.
Okay.
I also make a hill style longbow as well.
The D handle.
It's a Howard Hill style.
Nice.
longbow. I call it the Kimball Hill.
The Kimball Hill.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's the name of the road that I live on.
I like it.
Yeah.
But the hill. The name of your road's actually Kimball Hill.
Kimball Hill.
It works because it's a Howard Hill style bow. Kimball Hill.
Exactly.
I picked up
I
a
make
left.
that in a 66 and a 68 as well.
Okay, so you will make the longer one.
Absolutely. I just prefer the short bows, and the 52-inch hybrid is by far the most popular model that I sell.
Okay.
I mean, I sell 10 of those to every other model.
Okay, okay. I understand that.
It's just
It's also what you like shooting.
it's a compact hunting bow. That's what it is.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. So what am I grabbing here? This is a Rhino, right? I'm Orion.
Yep.
You know better than anybody. You're a bowyer and you've made these things for a long time, but you'll hear people say finger pinch, things of this nature on the shorter bows. You heard it all, right?
Correct.
How long can you draw these things? What's the longest draw length you ever put these things?
The 52-inch hybrid, I tell people out to 30 inches.
Wow, that's awesome.
I mean, you could probably push it a little further than that, but
you really don't want that.
That's where it starts to get a little tough.
Sketchy. Yeah, I agree.
I've done the 4-straw curves on them, and you're gaining like less than 2.5 pounds up to 30 inches.
It's not even worth it.
Once you hit 30 inches, it goes up to over 3 pounds per inch.
Yeah, so it's not even worth it.
Yeah, that's where it starts to stack up.
So that's where you would suggest, if somebody wanted that, you would suggest to move up to your next model or whatever, the lengths, right? Okay. All right, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate everything you do and make a dang nice bow. All right, guys, in the Compton booth, Compton member here. Love Compton. Love it. Had the best rendezvous ever this last
we had great weather too.
Yeah. So introduce yourself.
I'm Brian Burkhardt. I'm the president of Compton.
And I'm Sam Barrett. I am the secretary of Compton.
Okay. Guys, I always stop in the Compton booth. Brian, you know it. I've interviewed you several times. Talk about what's coming up. Talk about what we got going on.
Yeah, so we've got 2 great membership drives going on right now. So our general membership drive is if you sign a member up with your current member and you sign a new member up, you're eligible to win $1,000 towards a Timberhawk bow.
Nice.
And then if you're a new member, you get into a drawing for a Robertson stick bow Wolford model. So that's really cool. And then for the women, they actually get a bonus. They get in the general membership drive, but they also get in the women's membership drive. They've got an opportunity to win a St. Joe River bow, a Kuiu guide jacket, Steamboat sharpeners, sharpening system, a dozen custom arrows from Addictive Archery, and a Selway quiver. So we got that going on.
Yeah, man.
For new members.
You guys have always got it going on over here in Compton. And that's why I'm proud to be a Compton member myself. If you're not a Compton member, if you don't know what Compton is, who would that be, by the way, in single string? But if you don't know what Compton is, how they find you, Brian?
Yeah, the best way is to go to our website, ComptonTraditionalBowhunters.com. And then we also we're on Instagram and Facebook. So those are the best ways.
You got anything?
No, just that we appreciate everybody's support that's already a member. And if you're not, just check us out. We offer a lot. We do a ton for children and kids to get them involved, and we have a lot of member benefits. I mean, I feel like our quarterly magazine is worth the price of admission alone, to be honest with you.
I would agree with you 110%.
And, our rendezvous, we're here at ETAR, and it is awesome here. But our rendezvous is right here with it. It's we got a ton of vendors, lots of courses to shoot, a beautiful area of the country. We do a lot of work to put that on, and we just have a lot of great opportunities. So if you're not a member, I would encourage you to check us out and consider joining.
I would tell you, we also this year we got our second elite on at Plum Creek.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Where Fred Bear used to hunt with Dick.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So I mean, we had a great hunt last year. The kids were
very well received.
And so we're doing it again this year. Miss Carol said, "Hey, I want to do it again."
Oh, that's great.
That was the vision that her and Dick had for that property.
Come on.
Was to have archery and using that.
So they invited you all back, and you're doing the youth thing again. That's great. That's going to be as long as you can ride that out.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and it's just Carol's beating the whole weekend.
Oh, that's great.
Filling,
yeah.
And then the other thing we've got going, actually next year, is our Big Game Classic, and it's going to be in Denver, Colorado. And Fred Eichler is going to be our keynote speaker, so that's March 14th and 15th.
Okay.
Next year, so check that out as well. It's we've got it posted on our website, and it'll be a great time.
All right, guys. So there you have it. Compton, guys, check them out. Hey, guys, here we are in the Bivwak Bow Company booth with Jim. Jim, how you doing, buddy?
Good, hanging in there. You having a good show?
It's been an excellent show.
Yeah, good ETAR. Jim's actually our next door neighbor. We got the booth right next to him here, and there's been a lot of people in and out of your booth this week.
Yes.
So tell me about your bows, man.
We've been building this bow with my father and myself for 60 years, but I started building these in 1964.
In 64?
Yeah. That was back in England. We build, this is our lion's share. We sell more hill bows than anything.
Really?
Yep. reflex deflex longbow and a 50 style weaker. Take up probably the next two, and then the ILF.
No, the ILF thing's coming on strong, isn't it? Like people like it.
We seem to, yeah, we kind of concentrate on a longbow.
Okay,
riser.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a very small, simple riser for ILF longbow.
Absolutely.
Which is more of a, we're more longbow kind of pointy keeper.
No, I get it. I get it.
And that's why our 50s recurve has more of a longbow riser.
And you're in Michigan with the Michigan Longbow Association, Michigan the longbow shoot up there. There's a lot of longbow stuff going on in Michigan.
We have some pretty big shoots.
Yeah, you do.
Next weekend is Pine River. That's
Yeah,
one of the big shoots.
yeah, that's one of the big ones. Are you going to be there for that one? Yeah, yeah,
I've been there since '92.
yeah. Is that something? No, you've been doing this a long while.
Yeah.
And your craftsmanship shows it. You got some really nice bows. You built a really nice bow. So if anybody wants to find you, how they go about finding you? You got a website?
We got a website, bivwakbowco.com.
Bivwakbowco.com. Okay.
There's a phone number on the website.
Perfect. So, guys, if you're interested in a custom bow from Bivwak Bow Company, and this is just one, now keep grabbing because it's right here on the end, but you can see what else he's got on the website. There's plenty of pictures and so on and so forth. But yeah, give him a try, give him a call. All right, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Guys, I am in the A-bowyer booth with Tyler Brown. How you doing, Tyler?
Good.
Good to see you, buddy. Man, you've had a lot of people in and out of your booth this ETAR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good traffic going through.
Yeah, yeah, cool. So let's talk about your broadheads, man. Let's talk about it. What's A-bowyer do?
So we make single bevel broadheads.
Yep.
We make them in glue-on and screw-on variety.
Okay.
Variety of weights. What we do here is, let's see, you got your 150s in the screw-on, 200s, 250s, and 300s.
Look at that.
Yeah, take a pair.
Look at that. That's a screw-on, 2-blade, 300 grains. That is some devastation right there.
Yes, we sell that in both the left and right bevel, and stainless or carbon. And
Oh, you got Damascus?
yeah,
What is that? I don't mean to cut you off,
that's
that
for
caught my eye.
It's for the stylish hunter. Only a gentleman would kill a deer with Damascus.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
So
digging it.
we'll sell you a whole quiver.
I bet. I bet.
So in the glue-on variety, we go from 120, 140, 190, 185, and we've got two that are in 175, 210, and 300, and that's our white tip. Which everybody picks that one up. They say it's a single bevel Pearson deadhead, essentially.
Yeah. It's bigger.
Nice wide cut.
Nice white cat. Yeah.
And we're out of Holland, Michigan.
Yeah.
So it's Michigan. We're all American made.
Absolutely.
We make them, we sell them. You can check us out online at A-bowyer.com.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Otherwise, if anyone's in the area, come out here.
Now you're on Facebook. What's the other
We're
platform?
on Instagram.
You're on all of it, right?
Yeah, MySpace.
MySpace.
Do pigeon, passing pigeons. Do anything.
I like it, buddy. So, hey guys, so if you're thinking about a different broadheads, don't go any farther than A-bowyer. Check him out. All right, guys, in the Great Northern Quivers booth with Eric. Eric, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Man, you've had a good, you've had a good ETAR. Huh?
My knees are screaming.
Yeah, I bet you don't sit down very often. You even own a chair? Yeah, he's got a chair over there, but I haven't seen you in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the quivers. I mean, everybody knows Great Northern Quivers, right?
Yep.
You got anything new coming out? Anything you need to talk about? Want everybody to hear about?
The youth quiver, I've had it for a little less than a year now.
Yeah, it's doing extremely well. I've seen that on many bows around here. It's a little youth quiver.
Then
We got down there.
I brought back the Great Northern feather grinding jig. So,
Now, I did not know that.
yep, brought that back.
So you can take your turkey feathers.
Yep.
You can grind them down.
Yep.
Give me the quick split it.
Lay them in there.
Just lay them in there flat.
Yeah, after you split it.
Yep. After you split it.
Yep, hold that. Go
Yep.
drill press.
Look at this, guys. Come on.
Sander.
Is that all in the same kit?
Yep.
So here's a sander for your drill, and then basically you just grind her down.
That way. Flip it over. Go that way.
That's something. That's something. Now,
Finished.
now you had this at one time and then quit doing it.
But Great Northern, Bob had it.
Right. Bob had it, and then
When I took over,
he kept everything. So then guys kept asking about it. I got right about it.
There it is.
Just
Awesome.
it's
Awesome.
been back about 2 months.
Love that. You got a whole kit now, and that, everything you need to grind your own feathers, your own turkey feathers, come in that kit. Is that kit fairly reasonable?
160.
I can't beat that. With the cost of feathers and everything, come on, man.
Yeah.
For those of you that turkey hunt, there you go. There's nothing quite like fletching your own arrows with the turkey that you harvested. And then 9 out of 10 people, if they're not even turkey hunters, they know somebody that are.
Yeah, I
It's
wish
easy.
people save feathers for
It's easy to get them feathers saved, but
put them to good use.
But no, man, some things I've been noticing about your quivers is you've been going this old throwback camo color. I mean, that's a big hit.
Yeah, good.
You know?
There's 3 or 4 different shades of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the cool thing about you is I watch you make these quivers right here on site.
Yeah, build everything right here.
So that's pretty cool. And then, like, if somebody wants a custom order, just say I want a plain brown quiver, but I want my Whiskey City logo on it. Can you do that?
Yep.
So you can do all that.
So that at the shops. Yeah.
So this is Great Northern on here now, but if I wanted a custom, okay.
That is right there.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So he can,
Another one.
oh, here's another one. Here's a PBS. Anything you want on there, your club name, your whatever. Anything you want on their logo, you send it to Eric and he'll get it put on there one way or another. So
PDF file, JPEG, just
PDF or JPEG and he can get it on there for you. So cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep you on there. I know you're busy. I caught you building one for a guy. All right, man.
Appreciate it.
I'll see you, brother. Hey, guys, in the Carnivore candy booth with Sue. And let me tell you, I may be here for a while because they do jerky. Carnivore candy, they call it. But Sue, how have you been doing here at ETAR?
Okay.
Good.
This is our first time here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so we were actually invited by the ETAR staff because they didn't have a turkey vendor, and we did swinging up.
It's important. Jerky vendors are
Oh,
important.
yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. So, look, I was in here earlier, and I did a little filming earlier, and I'll air that now. But you offer so many different flavors of jerky. How many? Do you know off the top of your head?
We have 5 bacon flavors, 2 chicken flavors, and all the rest are beef.
Wow.
We have 5 alcohol-infused flavors.
Yeah.
So I think we have about 20 regular flavors, and then
Yeah. And I got to tell you, when I go in my local convenience store or gas station, the price of jerky has just went through the roof.
it's insane.
And it's insane. And you have a pretty good sized bag here for what you're charging for it. Is that pretty much what you can get this for all through the year? Is $9 a bag?
Yeah.
$9 a bag. I don't usually throw out prices, guys, but that's cheap for this size of bag of jerky.
And they're $9 a bag and 3 for $25.
3 for $25, so you can't beat it. Sue, I tell you, I thought I'd stop in here because I've seen a lot of people in and out of your booth. Thought I'd stop in here and talk to you. Is that the best way to get a hold of you if somebody wants to order or look to place an order?
Yep.
It's Carnivore Candy, 716-499-3680. Sue, I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Hey guys, Chad Weaver, BCY Bowstrings. How you doing, Chad? We're great. Man, you had a good show.
We've had a good show.
And like, you know, you sell bowstrings, BCY bowstrings in particular.
Right.
But you do these rendezvous. I catch you at a lot of rendezvous, the bigger shows. You're typically there.
Yes, we try to hit as many big shows as we can.
Yeah, yeah. So just talk to me a little bit. I'm going to start building strings tomorrow. And I've decided I'm going to be a custom string maker, right? How would you go about that in today's age? Getting set up, getting the right material, so on and so forth.
Well,
Obviously, you're going to say BCY bowstring, right?
you're supposed to.
Yeah. Is there any other bowstring, honestly? BCY's king.
There's a few little companies here and there. BCY's covered 90-95% of the world's market.
They are, aren't they?
You know, it's just worked out better quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sold it for taking the market.
Yeah. No, I get it. But I know you do these shows and stuff. So, but if I wanted to work, could I get set up just directly with BCY if I was
If you have a business tax number,
Yeah.
you can call BCY and get set up with a dealer. If you're a hobby string maker, or somebody just making your own strings, you can help with your favorite traditional versus supplier.
Yeah.
We've got places, Custom King, Rivers, Lancaster.
They all carry BCY.
Everybody carries BCY.
Yeah. So that's
Big Jim.
Big Jim carries BCY. Everybody carries BCY.
Everybody carries BCY.
But if I was a dealer, I could get set up directly through BCY.
Correct.
Other than that, You can get it from all those vendors you talked about. All those. Good deal. Good deal. Man, you've had a good show here. I've seen a lot of people coming in and out. Yeah, man.
The weather's perfect.
It is.
The crowd's huge. It's been magic.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, I appreciate you. I ain't going to keep you long, but I appreciate you. Man, thanks, Chad. You bet you. Hey, guys. David Darling in the Kalamazoo Bow Works booth now.
How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing? You had a good ETAR?
Yeah, I'm having a good time, man.
Yeah, man. A lot of people testing your bows, shooting your bows.
Yeah, having quite a few go out and get test shots.
Good, man. Good. So let me ask you something. I tried to do an interview from your show, Kalamazoo, and my dang mic was screwed up. And I've always been wanting to get back with the kilted bowyer. I've always been wanting to get back with you, so I'm glad to catch you here at ETAR. Look, dude, you make like a D-handle style almost.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that, dude?
Yeah.
I think this is it right here.
Yep, that's the main thing.
This is the Manitou.
Yep.
Look at that. Look at that, folks. Tell me about this, David.
So this is kind of, I don't know, it's what I've always wanted in a longbow. So it's slight deflex, heavy reflex in the tips.
There is a slight, just slight. Yeah.
It's a very, very slight deflex. It's not an ASL or D shape, but I wanted that classic D shape when it's strung with the performance of your heavy reflex deflex, say like my Arcadia. You know, this is your RD type bow that most people are familiar with.
Okay.
This, I wanted that beautiful classic lines, but the performance of that in that kind of way.
I like it. I like it. Yes, yes.
So
you should come up every time somebody's recording that and say that. Yeah. That's staying in.
Yeah,
that's absolutely staying in.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
but I think when we look at this, that's why I say it's almost like I said. You almost have like a D style. It's something different, though.
Right.
It's something different. It feels just a little bit different.
Yeah. So we're getting great performance out of them. It's dead in the hand. It's
No shock.
Super quiet. It's my favorite bow that I make.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite bow that I've ever shot.
Yeah.
But I may be biased.
No, I get it.
And of course, like this one here, it's got kind of my signature with the cloth veneer.
Yeah.
So that's the Rhodesian brush stroke. I've got.
What do you layer that with? What is that in there?
That's core tuff in that
Core
one.
tuff in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's core tuff.
Core tuff.
Normally I use
Probably pretty zippy for D. I mean, is it pretty zippy?
We've
Good
seen,
speed too.
190s plus.
Nice.
For getting a solid 28 inch draw.
Yeah.
Flame release and about 9 grand per pound arrow.
Nice.
So.
And then you also, that's not where you stop. You do a 3-piece recurve.
Yep. And that's out now.
The cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag. So this is the new Heritage Takedown.
This is the Heritage Takedown. Tell me about it. Why 3-piece recurve? What?
Demand.
Everybody wanting you to make one.
Everybody asking, maybe one of these days, all the demand that I get people asking about kids' bows, I'll start building kids' bows.
I get it.
But,
I get it.
No, demand and, packability for guys. And I've always loved the look of the 80s versions, like the 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Early to mid 90s versions of the 3-piece takedown. And that was really my inspiration for that.
That's got good mass weight too, in the riser.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is right there, but
that's a Dymalox. So that's a lot heavier. Like I think my personal prototype for the Cocobolo, with a full quiver, is still lighter than that one is.
Right.
Nice. So. And these come standard with carbon in the core.
Yeah.
So, and I may play around with doing a double or triple carbon. So on carbon.
So you're still in the R&D.
Yeah, I mean,
don't get me wrong.
Ready to go.
That's ready to go, but you're still looking to perfect it yet.
Yep.
Take the next level.
Yeah. And for my pour release, and I got about a 27-inch draw. And comparative between my personal Manitou and my personal Heritage, I'm seeing almost a 30 foot per second difference.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate it. But before I get out of here, I got to talk to you about the Kalamazoo Bow Show. Man, you're lining up some big stuff. How long now? What are you on how many years have you had it now?
This will be my third year.
Third year. And of course, we attend every year, but we set up last year as a vendor.
Yep.
Great show, excellent show. It's early in the year. When is it?
It's the last weekend in January. This year it'll be the 24th, 25th, and 26th.
24th, 25th, 26th, 2025. It's in Kalamazoo, Michigan, at the Kalamazoo Expo Center. And dude, you're the only one doing it.
Yeah.
You're the only one doing it. You're the only one in that space. So it's all under roof and ton of vendors. I mean, just a ton of vendors.
Yeah, I think we had somewhere between 55 and 60 last year. This year, big change. We're going to run the traditional classic archery trade show.
TCATs.
TCATs in conjunction with the expo for the whole weekend.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. And you know, that's great because in my opinion, you know, people go there, they want new bows. They know they're coming there to look at a new bow.
Yep.
And the people that are there that don't want a new bow, they want an old grayling bow, or they're looking for an old Ben Pearson.
Yeah.
That's there too. So you appeal to everyone.
Yeah, you've got we're hitting different markets. You got the collectors aspect, and then the guys who are looking for something new.
Yeah.
And we got a great speaker lineup right now. I've got Barry Wenzel.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jim Ackow, Monty Browning, and Henry Bodnick are all on dock.
Yeah.
I've got a couple more, and I'm working on trying to get.
Yeah.
So it's you know, one price, two great shows,
Absolutely.
and tons of great speakers, and it's a big great time. And it's looking like I got about a dozen new verbally committed vendors.
Yeah. Well, we're coming back for sure. Whiskey City's coming back, and I love the way you treat your vendors at your show, buddy. Top shelf, green room. He rolls out the red carpet for his vendors, folks. So if you're a vendor out there and you're thinking about a show early in the year before everything gets hopped up, check out the Kalamazoo Bow Show. It's been going for decades, right?
Yeah, I think this will be the 28th or 29th year.
Yeah, 28th, 29th year. And everybody's cooped up over this. Hunting seasons are winding down or over, and they get up there and they get looking at what they're going to hunt with the next season and stocking up on all the goods that they need and so on and so forth. So, hey, buddy, I appreciate you.
Great talking to you.
All right, David. See you,
Catch
buddy.
you later.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm in the Sacred Bear Knives booth with Tori. Tori, how you doing, brother?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man. So you are a custom knife maker.
That's right.
And that's what the title is. In bows, it's bowyer.
Mm-hmm.
In knives, it's knife maker.
Knife maker. Yep.
It don't get no more simple than that. So just talk to me a little bit about your knives. How long you been making knives?
I've been making knives for 12 years.
12 years. And you obviously make folders, you make fixed blades.
That's right.
What's your big seller of the day? Would you call it, would you think it'd be a folder or a fixed blade, or what do you think?
Well, here at ETAR, the fixed blades are king. Everybody really likes the small fixed blade. But I also am making folding knives here, and these are special to this year's ETAR.
Oh, you got them engraved.
Yeah.
ETAR 2024 on that folder right there.
So here's the only place you're going to be able to get those.
What is that right there?
That is
that blank.
That's a birch burl that's been dyed and stabilized.
Birch burl that's been dyed and stabilized. That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful.
Isn't it, though?
It says ETAR 2024 on it, dude. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
Man, I've seen a lot of people at your booth down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I got a lot of custom orders this weekend, and I'm sure that I'll have more orders as they come through.
Yeah,
people
man.
Just buying, you know. It's like people come here for handmade goods.
Right.
Your handmade bows, got baskets,
Sure.
leatherwork, and knives.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I get it. All right, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, man. Yep. Hey, guys. Now I'm in the Chise's bow booth with Chise. Chise, how you doing, buddy?
Good, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm down here to talk to you about your bows. ETAR, how's the show going for you?
Wonderful.
Is it?
Yep.
I see a lot of people testing out your bows.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah.
For the reason.
They go right by us down there.
That's good.
Yeah, so you offer several bows, obviously, but this you offer a recurve. What lengths you offer this in?
The only length this comes in is 58 inches.
Okay.
It's carbon core in it.
Okay.
And it shoots extremely fast. It has a low brace height, so it stays on the string a lot longer.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Absolutely.
You go to a different model, which is a hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay. Which just gives you a little bit more reflex. And then we have a D-shaped looking longer.
Is that spalted maple? What is that?
No, it's actually all black and white ebony.
Oh, black and white ebony. Yep. Love that. Love that. Then that purple accent there.
Yeah.
What is that? Purple. That's straight Purple Heart riser there.
Yep.
And with a carbon core in your
Not in this. These
Okay.
are all bamboo.
Oh, okay.
These are all bamboo.
In the recurve, you got the carbon.
I put carbon in the recurve.
Got it. How long you been doing bows?
20 years.
20 years. So you know a little something about bow to bow. Huh?
Yeah, and they're very reasonably priced.
Yeah, good. If people want to find you, how they find you?
ChisesBows.com.
ChisesBows.com, folks. There you have it. Chise, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Okay, guys, in the Black Widow booth, Toby Essick. How you doing, Toby?
I'm doing great.
I always stop and talk to you when we're here at ETAR and other rendezvous. So I don't know if I can breeze over much anything that I've already talked to you about, but I will tell you this. We got a booth down the road here, and there's a lot of widows passing us to the tryout course out there.
A lot of people trying them out this weekend.
Yeah. What would you say? Now, I always put you on the spot. What would you say is going out more than anything else? Can you put your finger on? Recurve or longbow? Give me that.
It's our recurve.
Recurve.
Yep.
All the time.
And the
PSA.
Yeah.
You always, it stands, it's good in between. Right?
It is. It's just kind of the perfect go-to bow.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you this. I have noticed that you got some new swag. You're doing different stuff in swag. Got a new design on a shirt. So you do have some new, got very cool license plates. I like those.
Yep.
So you're doing some new stuff on the swag end of things.
Yep.
Are you putting you on the spot? People tell me to ask you this. Are you doing anything new on the bow end of things? Are you looking at anything down the road?
We're always looking, but we have nothing's in the works right now as far as a new model or new material. We're constantly adding new woods.
Yes.
New woods, which gives it a whole new look in itself, but no new models.
Are woods get harder to get? Is that true?
Some of them are almost impossible to get.
Really?
Yeah.
Like woods you could get 10 years ago, you can't get it today.
That's correct.
You've ran into that.
We have run into that.
I'm hearing that, and it's getting tougher for bowyers to find those exotic woods.
That's right.
And the price on those exotics went kind of high.
They went crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, I just can't really talk about much more than that. Black Widow, Nixa, Missouri. If you want to find them, you don't need a website. Just type in Black Widow bows. You'll find them easy enough. Hey guys, David Snyder in the Great Northern Bows booth with Eric the bowyer.
That's me.
Is that safe to say, Eric the bowyer?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Hey, I've seen a lot of people in and out of your booth this weekend. So ETAR, obviously, big show.
Mm-hmm.
How long you been coming?
Well, Great Northern on its own.
Oh yeah,
That's day one.
Of course.
So,
but you've been here a few seasons now.
Yeah, this is our fifth now.
When people come in here and they pull up your bows, because I've seen a lot of them. Our booth's right down by the tryout range, so believe me, I've seen a lot of your bows go past me this weekend. What's one of the best sellers? Would it be a longbow? Would it be a recurve? What do you?
Well, it seems to be lately that the recurves are outselling the longbows.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, the Ghost, our 50 style recurve.
And which one would that one be?
Popular. That's pretty much any of them here.
Yeah.
Let's grab this one.
Okay.
So this is our Ghost recurve. So seems to be
it's a little 58-inch job.
That's a little 58-incher there, yeah.
At 45?
Yeah.
Nice. What kind of wood is that?
That's black locust, and we put bamboo core in a lot of.
Probably plenty zippy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Man, I love your finish too. It's a matte. It's not glossy or shiny for the people that like. I'm predominantly a hunt.
Yep. Right.
You know.
No, these are tools for hunting.
Like the tips.
That's what they're.
Yeah, man.
Made to
You've been having a good show.
Been a great show.
Now you got swag and stuff too. I see you carry. You carry your brand on the Safari Tuff Tutton bow sleeve. Yeah, man.
That's for our jackknife. You know, this is our jackknife.
Oh yeah, I did
takedown. So
the jackknife takedown longbow. Now is that a little bit of a hybrid? I mean, it's got the deflex feel.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Stallion doesn't have a lot, but we do make a fireball longbow, which we had two of them, and we sold them both ready at the show. But that's our extreme reflex deflex.
Absolutely. Look at that one with snakeskin front.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I came through here and filmed earlier, so I'll be rolling that B-roll.
Alrighty.
Yeah, man. Well, Eric, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks a lot for taking a minute. So you got a lot of door prizes up here, a lot of raffles. How's it going?
Good, real
Been
good.
a great ETAR.
Awesome.
Been a great ETAR.
Awesome.
Man, look at this. A lot of this is donated, isn't it?
It's all donated from different dealers that are here. Sometimes there's individuals that come up and, you know, they'll make something to pass on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a great great batch of stuff.
Yeah, got quite a few people lingering around, and everybody knows at ETAR, if you leave early, you miss out.
Exactly.
You miss out. So I always stick around to the last minute.
Last second.
Yes,
Awesome.
thank you. Hey guys, in the Safari Tuff booth with Randy Cooling. Randy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing really well. This is a great event. We've had a good turnout so far. I'm so happy with how things are going for us.
Man, I tell you, it's been packed. I know. I mean, it's really been a good show for us too.
And the people are so great here too.
They are.
It's just fun.
They are.
A lot of fun.
And you know, when I do these vendor walkthroughs, I always stop in and see what Randy's got going on at Safari Tuff. Randy, you got some new stuff out. And if you remember the Kalamazoo show, you hinted around that you had something coming, and you finally said it. You said, I'm getting into the arrow game.
Yeah.
Very tough, very competitive market.
Yeah.
But as I go around and film these people here today, I'm seeing a lot of these things right here.
They are taking off. We're getting orders every single day on the website. I don't think we go a day without selling arrows.
These Taipans,
they're a tough arrow. They're the way we have it set up. You can pick your arrow, pick your knot color.
Yeah.
Then you pick which insert you want, so you're not stuck with a drawer full of inserts you'll never use. Then you can pick if you want.
We've all been there.
Yeah, oh yeah. You can pick if you want a point collar. Then you can pick if you want a knot collar. And if you buy all that while you're buying the arrows, it's discounted significantly too.
Yes, the more you buy, obviously, the more it's discounted. Yeah. And I've seen that on your website. And you can basically build these arrows online, and he's got the chart on there and everything from the ground up.
Yeah,
from the ground up, however you like your arrow. But what I'm getting. And look, I don't want all your trade secrets. I know, you know, these arrows are going over really big, but what they're saying is, and I talked to a guy just a little bit ago, he said, dude, I've chimed these off of rocks. I've hit stuff. He said, and I've had other carbons that don't hold up like these things do.
And I've had 10 guys so far tell me shooting those bionic deer or whatever the targets are.
Yeah.
They've bounced off of them. They bent their field points
and not broke the shaft.
And not broke the shaft, not broke the knock in. No.
So you know what you got going on.
I do.
When you told me, and I don't expect you to release it, but when you did tell me, you said, "Dude, it's going to be a tough arrow."
Yeah,
you knew it. You knew it,
and that's what we were going for. We had put them through the ringers.
Well, you had Denny Sturgis chest.
Denny Sturgis took one arrow and shot it. Put on one of those G5 small game heads with the 3 little arms on it. 74-pound longbow. And he glanced it off a tree 25 times, off knots on trees. And he called me up and said, Randy, do you really want me to try and break these? I said, Denny, I got to know they're good.
Yeah.
And Denny did that. Yeah. And he called me up and says, I didn't break the arrow. I did it 25 times.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not saying they're 100% indestructible.
No.
Carbon arrows. What I'm saying is, especially for what you're paying, you know, you can put, by the time you buy other shafts, you got to shop around for components and that. You can have $250, $300 a dozen arrows, you know.
Yeah.
And we keep it down. If you buy everything we got and the most expensive, it's $160, and
there you go, folks. There you go. So from the ground up, you can be up and running. That's a dozen arrows, right?
That's a dozen arrows.
That's a dozen Taipan shafts, and you can build them from the ground up, and you're up and running with a dozen arrows. And from what I'm hearing out here, these things are going to last you all season. That's for certain.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right. Anything else new? You got anything else?
The only thing I got is our Q bino harness. It's super quiet, inside, out.
Yep.
We have 3 sizes now. We got a large, if you have range finding binoculars, or like a 10 by 50, a bigger set. You have a regular size that fits like a 10 by 42 Swarovski. I'm using, and we have a smaller size for like 8 power.
Yeah.
32s.
No, I don't own Swarovski. No, I can't even say it. That tells you I can't own it.
But that's what I sized them after and stuff.
When you go after some of the critters that you go after, you got to have good glass.
You do.
You do.
And I've had the one pair forever. Swarovski covers things well from what guys tell me. I've never had a problem with them.
Right,
but,
right.
Yeah, I mean, and nowadays, there's a lot of good manufacturers. Just like there are bows, just like there are arrows. There's good quality stuff.
I get it.
Same with binoculars.
But you love those binos.
I love those Swarovski.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, we got a little bit off base.
Yeah,
bad for
that's
us.
all right.
All right, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Yep. All right, guys. David Snyder, Whiskey City Trad Gear, doing our walkthrough here at ETAR, and this is Jordan Smothers with Simple Shot Slingshots. How you doing, brother?
Good. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. So tell me, Slingshots at a trad event.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm personally a traditional shooter for a while.
Yeah.
And I came to slingshots because I think that the crossover there was really, really easy for me to implement into my game here. A lot of the draw length things and how you want to, sight down and the anchor point and reference points and all that just translated really, really easily into the sport. So I figured, we could bring that here to everybody else to try to see if anybody else wanted that crossover.
Absolutely. And I mean, dude, by the looks of how many people you've been going out there and shooting with, it's catching hold because you've been busy the whole time.
Very busy.
Our booth's right across from his folks, and he's been busy the whole time. But let me ask you something. So, Simple Shot, that's a brand of slingshot?
Yes, sir.
And what all do they offer? Many different styles?
Yeah, we have a few dozen types of slingshots, both in injection molded plastics and CNC'd aluminum.
Yeah.
So if you want to go something high end, you can get something that's nice and heavy and robust. You'll be able to pass that down, or you can go with the simple plastic injection molded. They're typically made with like glass filled nylon, so they're going to last forever.
Yeah, you're never going to wear one down.
No,
right?
no.
Look at those little fiber optic sights. It's got little fiber optic sights in there in the end. And I guess that's a point of reference. You come back, you hit your anchor, it'd be the same thing as gat shooting. And
gat shooting, exactly the same thing, yeah.
So, yeah. And they have several different brands of these. Now, let me ask you that. We got custom bowyers here, that make custom bows. And you have all kinds of the price range is all over the place,
yes,
right?
Sir.
So, what can you get into slingshot for? Like say, what am I holding here?
Yeah, so this is the Scout X, one of our flagship models.
Right.
It's probably one of the most popular items we sell by a mile.
Right.
And typically on the website, you're going to find a slingshot with multiple band sets and some sample packs of the ammo for just $45.
Come on. So this whole set, I mean, you're off and running. It's got the bands in here.
Bands in there.
It's got clay ammo. It's got steel ammo. This thing, it's even got a target in there.
Yes, sir.
And for under $60, you're off and running.
You go. You're done.
And that might very well be the last slingshot you ever bought.
It could be if you took a little bit care of it.
Yeah.
And we want you to buy as many as you want to buy.
Sure.
But
I mean, I don't own just one bow.
Yeah.
And I doubt you own just one slingshot.
No, not at all. No, yeah, there's quite a few. But yeah, we want to get you something that works for you.
Yeah.
We want you to have success early and often.
That's awesome.
And when you get something like this, you'll be set up with everything you need right away.
That's awesome. Jordan, I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Hey, glad to have you here. And it's good in the community, man. It's going over big.
Being very well received. I think everybody's got at least a little bit of an inkling of interest.
Yeah. Oh,
I
absolutely.
want to get out there and shoot.
Absolutely. And let me just, before we close, and I think it's important to touch on, bows range from 20, 30 pounds. Now, slingshots in weight aren't nothing similar, obviously. So, like, what's an average draw weight for at a substantial? I have a 28-inch draw.
Yeah, sure.
It's going to be different with a slingshot, more than likely. But what am I pulling? 4, 5, 6 pounds? What am I pulling?
At the bottom end, you're going to be looking at somewhere between about 6 and 8 pounds for a very nice flat trajectory for ammo. And at the top end, if you're throwing real heavy half-inch steel, you might get up to about 20 pounds.
Right.
But that's pretty rare. People stay in the sort of 8 to 10, 15 pound
right.
range.
That's kind of the happy medium. Yeah. So a lot of people, anybody, trad shooters with shoulder problems, say they can't shoot their trad bow anymore. This is exactly the same principle. You get out there, get a slingshot, you draw back, you start at the bottom, you bring your form up, you anchor, you let loose.
Hey, latex is what they use for rehabilitative purposes.
Yeah.
So you could just sit there and kind of pull and get that sort of little bit of rehab that
there's no downside.
No, not at all.
Absolutely. So slingshots, man, really awesome. I really appreciate it. Jordan, thanks for taking it. In the Three Rivers booth with Dean, and Dean, I do these every time we do these rendezvous. I stop in the Three Rivers booth. But I got to tell you, I've been going around the whole show, and I do a number of these rendezvous every year, folks. And I tell you, I look for something that really I haven't seen before, and I found it in the Three Rivers booth today. And it's the smallest, neatest thing. And
pretty innocuous.
Pretty innocuous. But it's a little, I don't know, plastic ball, and it's
like the size of a squeaker toy in your dog pen.
Yeah, it's a total. It's very small. It's non-obtrusive. This one comes with a suction cup holder, or like a stick-on adhesive back holder, not suction cup. I apologize. That you stick on your bow or stick on your deer stand, and you check the wind with these things. Now I know there's similar out on the market. They're bigger, and these are small, and I love it. I love it. And what's the company called?
Nilche.
Nilche.
Hunt the wind.
These are great, guys. Check these out. I bought a couple of them myself. They're only at $9, and you get 2 of them, and you get this adhesive backed holder. Awesome product.
Holder is replaced. Then you can replace them as you use them up. Put a new one in.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know how many. You'll get a lot of wind checks out of that.
Thousands of puffs out of each bottle.
Yeah, and for the price point, there's no need to try to fill them up or do anything goofy like that. For $9, just order you a couple more. Love it, dude.
Have them on all your bows.
Got an elk on the front of it. Love it. Love it. So this is the product, believe it or not, that I really enjoy. I mean, I like seeing new stuff. This is it. $9 for 2 of them. Three Rivers Archery. Check them out. And what's the website?
www.threeriversarchery.com.
Easy enough. Thanks, guys. Hey, guys, we're over here at the Big Shot Target booth now with Brandon. Brandon, how you doing, brother?
Doing great. We're having a great event.
Yeah, good ETAR for you. I'm telling you, your targets are dwindling
rapidly. We keep trying to reinforce the piles, but they're definitely moving.
Yeah, man. And how many targets? Do you even know how many targets you bring? I'm sure you got inventory, but it was double or triple this when you showed up. Right?
Yeah, we actually had 2 trailers, trucks.
Yeah,
whole ordeal getting up.
And the whole thing is to go home empty if possible, right?
Yep,
yeah. But a lot of people coming out and buying targets. So give me some news. Big Shot Targets, and it's out there. I don't think I'm breaking any new news story here. But you guys acquired McKenzie Delta.
Correct. Yep. So we bought Delta McKenzie last November,
or vice versa. So Delta McKenzie.
Yep. And it's been a great traditional thing for us.
Yeah.
A lot more variety. And then we actually also just came out with the X-ray series, so now you can scan your deer.
That's pretty cool.
And see the vitals inside, and that's going to be a huge.
That's going to be a hit. Yeah. So you're already getting good feedback off of that, right?
Tons. They just hit stores nationally last week, so some guys are saying they're pulling them out of the box and selling them right off the shelf.
And I'm sure you've had R&D out on that for a while, so a lot of your hunting people, they love it. The feedback you're getting is good.
Yep. Yeah. So really the goal is just to continue ethical shots and shot placement. It's a great training tool, especially for kids. But really, like if you're shooting in a lofted position, it's different than when you're on the ground.
I get it.
Really helps.
I get it. Now let me ask you this. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. Not too bad. I'm not going to get you in any trouble at home, but this is what I'm going to ask you. So I know you've got some new targets. You got new stuff that's coming out this year. You released a new Bigfoot target.
Correct.
I don't want to talk about it on camera because I'm not going home with. He brought one, folks. One.
Just missed it. He
just missed it. But anyway, I'll order one from you. That's okay. But anyway, that's new. That's new on the market. So with this merge, are you guys is there some talks to bring out some new stuff, maybe some different?
Yeah. So
keeping it fresh.
We're bringing things out even mid-year. So the Bigfoot, the X-ray, like we're rolling this stuff out and just keeping a fast pace. So I'm sure we'll see some more stuff here at ATA.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned.
Yeah, man.
Can't release anything just yet.
I hear you. I get it. No, I get it.
Coming.
Yeah, man. All right. Glad you had a good ETAR.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys, we're at the Trad Tour Archery booth. Carrying on with the vendor spotlight. I am here with Phil. How you doing, Phil? Chris is over here. You're busy. I'm not going to try to bother you too much, but man, what's ETAR been like for you, my man?
It has been busy. So I have a great grasp of my 20 by 20 area that I can look at, because this is where I have been all ETAR making arrows, and it has been fabulous.
Yeah.
So thank you to everyone who's come by and who's bought and who I have their credit card information now. It couldn't be better. Much love going out to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So what is the bulk of your sales here? I see you do make a lot of arrows.
Yeah. So I have been here making arrows on the Joe Jan from the beginning. Our premise is we're basically for the under 45-pound shooter. It is a very light GPI arrow. I had shoulder surgery, so I spent my recovery time turning our wood bow profile into a double carbon profile and then marrying that to the lightest GPI arrows I could.
Yeah.
Like these are 400s at 6.9 grain per inch. So I couldn't get in my head not seeing my 55-pound bow arch with the light bow. So I can get the same front of center, the same trajectory, the same front of center percentage, and a much lighter arrow, so I can shoot that out of a much lighter bow.
I get it.
And shoot it all day long.
Yeah, man. And you got components, and you also sell bows.
Correct. We've got bows over here.
Let's talk about your longbow real quick.
Sure.
Let's talk about this carbon up job. Take down, give it to me.
Yep.
What am I holding here?
So that is
Trad
a
Tour, right?
Yep, Trad Tour double carbon takedown bow. It has a tech wood core, so that's a poplar veneer, layered, and easily machined. And it's got a decent amount of weight to it with being a carbon bow.
Right.
So
got some good center mass to it. Yeah.
Trying to get that. And then when it's strung, it shows a continuous D profile. It doesn't show reflex, and that makes it IFAA legal. So that's been becoming more and more with our overseas competitors.
You got to talk about it, yeah.
So that helps when it's strung. That continuous shape meets those parameters. We've got some of our bows heading to Brazil, I think, later next month.
Yeah. So, man, you got some big things in the play.
We're trying.
Yeah. So, all right. Anything else? How's people get a hold of you?
So we are at tradtour.com or find us at Trad Tour Archery on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest, trying to, like you guys have a big social media presence.
Yep.
And just get it out to the upcoming generations.
Good deal. Phil, I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, thank you for all you do.
All right. And tell me about Servicide Nation.
So Servicide Nation is based out of Fredericksburg,
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
I would have joined back in 2018, I believe it was.
Okay.
You have hunt swap meets. You have partner discounts. You can partner. You're not sponsored.
Yeah.
So you can kind of pick and choose what you want to use.
Yeah. How do I find them if I want to find them?
You can go on servicide.com.
Servicide.com.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
All right, man. Thanks. That's a good tidbit for everybody. Appreciate you. All right, guys, in the Stalker Bows booth with South Cox. How you doing, Sal?
Pretty well, man.
Nice to meet you, man. I know I've met you a few times before, but every time I really want to talk to you, you're busy. There's people all around your booth.
Yeah, it's been fast and furious.
How have you been doing this year at ETAR?
Good. It was started out with a bang on Thursday. A lot of people coming in.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, got a little slower on Friday.
Right.
And then today was just
Slam.
Yeah, floodgates.
Yeah. I've actually came over here 3 different times to try to catch you for this interview, but it's hard to get in. I don't want to interrupt you when you're doing business, man.
Yeah, no worries.
So let me ask you, how long you been a bowyer?
17 years.
17 years now. So what is your best seller? Is it a recurve? Is it a longbow? What is hot right now at Stalker?
Sure. So our Coyotes are most popular model.
Okay.
And longbow limbs probably follow up to the recurve limbs. So we've actually got now 2 recurve limbs that we offer on the Coyote platform and 2 longbow limbs.
That's pretty cool.
Lots of options.
So it's very versatile.
Yes.
That's very. What are you yourself hunting with this season?
I'm shooting a Coyote with the new Supercross limbs on it.
Yeah. And I'm bouncing around a little bit. I'm here to talk about the bows, but who can talk to South Cox without talking about critters? What are you going after this year?
So in about 5 weeks, I have a mule deer hunt.
Yes.
And then home for 6 days, and then I've got that same elk tag again. So
and you're gonna make good. You're gonna make good this year. Yeah,
we're gonna make another 5-foot bull.
Are you? Yeah, absolutely. Are you filming? You filming this year? Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Your videos. Watch them a bunch.
Thank you.
Yeah, he gets down. If you haven't watched his videos, where can they catch you? What's your YouTube channel?
Stalker Stick Bows.
It's just Stalker Stick Bows.
Yeah.
You're not scared to peel them boots off if you need to.
No, or my pants.
So anyway, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. All about the game. But let me ask you, these ILF stuff's been coming on strong lately.
Right.
Great. And you're doing risers.
Yeah.
You're doing risers. You care if I grab one of them?
Sure.
Let's talk about. Sorry about that. Let's talk about this for a minute. What am I holding here?
So that's a 17-inch Apex riser, English walnut and Buckeye burl on that one. So we've got, just to go over some of the features with it, it's basically a full-featured ILF riser. You have lateral limb bolt adjustment. It's concealed here at the end of the pocket, so you don't see the open yoke there.
I like that.
The limb pocket itself is concealed, so it looks more like a bolt-down riser when the limb is in there. You're not looking underneath the limb like a lot of the ILF risers. You have tiller lock here, tiller lock screws. So it's basically, all the features you'd get in a metal riser with the beauty of wood.
It's gorgeous. And I did some B-roll through here the other day. Again, you were busy, but I did some B-roll through here. I'll air that here with some of these risers. I tell you what, these are works of art.
Thank you.
And
you got a lot of time for this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know how you find time to hunt, but you do. You make time to hunt.
I write that in ink on the calendar.
Right, right. Now, do you care to tell the viewers out there, if I was to order a custom bow, how long is it going to take me to get a Stalker bow?
So right now we're running 5 to 6 months.
Not bad.
No, it's not too bad.
Yeah, no kidding. And I've been going around here and doing a little segment called Bows of ETAR where I just stop people randomly, ask them what kind of bow they're shooting. You got plenty of your bows out there.
Yeah, they're well represented.
Absolutely. Well, South, it's been an absolute pleasure. I appreciate you.
Sure
I appreciate your videos. Appreciate
Thank you.
everything you do in the single string community.
All right.
All right, bro.
Thanks.
Yep.